Times were tough, so I sold my soul. And I don't think I'll ever regain control. Devil looked me in the eye, now I look the other way. What else could I do? I just stared at the doorway, knew I'd rather be drunk with you.
Hey Internet, Highway 47 is here with a nasty little surprise, and that's the wrong thing to say at the beginning of this movie. I'm ShaggyB, and with me is Draco Funk.
I'm here.
You sure are. And nearby, and equally ready, is Scrodrick.
Not as nearby as earlier.
That's true. I was across the table from you for a good, I don't know how long it was, actually.
At least an hour.
Was it?
Probably. I don't
know. And somebody I haven't seen this week is Vomit.
I'm dying.
Yeah.
I think we all are.
That's okay. Well, you know who wasn't dying? On the afternoon of March 30th, I believe, 1981.
Jesus.
Almost. President Ronald Reagan.
Oh. Republican Jesus. Got it.
Yeah, Republican Jesus. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I was the only one of us alive during that time.
That's a good point. And, you know...
Oh, man.
Well, Ronald Reagan was alive, too. And he stayed alive. Yeah, that was the day that that he was shot by someone you may have heard some music from during the intro if we decide to add it in there. Everybody's favorite son, John Hinckley Jr. And John Hinckley Jr. was a creepy level obsessive fan of what we're watching tonight. We're watching Taxi Driver. The 1976 Martin Scorsese film. And I'll just tell you some things about it. It was released February 8th, 1976 in New York. It is, it's rated R, like very R, like very rated R. And I've been wanting to watch this movie again for over 20 years. And I'm not sure, I've probably told the story on this channel, but I'll tell the story again. When I was still in high school, senior year in high school, I took some college classes in the afternoons, as you know, a lot of high school kids do. And got a cough here for a second. Yeah, I took some college classes, and the first term that I took college classes in the afternoon, one of the classes I took was English 101, which I expected, you know, just like write papers, learn grammar, you know, stuff. But the professor, he liked to do like themes for his, you know, 100 level classes. And he decided that for that particular term, the theme was going to be celebrities, like the concept of being a celebrity and what's it like to be a celebrity and how do you have like a public face versus a private face. And starting on the second day of class, he decided that we should watch this movie, Taxi Driver, to get an idea of the concept of celebrity and talk about the story of John Hinckley Jr. and the attempted assassination of Reagan. And John Hinckley's, like, erotic obsession with Jodie Foster, who was 12 years old in this movie. The reason he shot Reagan was because he thought it would impress Jodie Foster and that she would fall in love with him, if you don't know that. So yeah, I was 16 years old, and I saw this movie at school over 2 days, and I came out of it very, very, very shell-shocked. And I've been wondering ever since, if I saw the movie as an adult, if it would be easier to swallow. So now we're watching it here tonight. Would you like to guess the IMDb rating?
I 5.4.
Okay, so I didn't hear that because you both talked.
5.4.
5.4 from Draco Funk.
8.1.
What do you think? 8.1 from Scradrick. Vomit?
I was gonna say 7.1.
7.1. And Scradrick was closest. 8.2.
Ooh.
Yeah. Rotten Tomato Mamatometer. Mama Tomato meter. What do you think of that one?
74.
74?
90.
90?
93.
93. Again, Scradrick, you're off by 1. 89.
Shit.
And the popcorn meter, which is the people, what the people think.
Scradrick, you go first.
What's the rating on that? Like, how does it go? What scale is it? Because I don't.
It's out of 100.
Out of 100, 93.
94.
92.
93.
Price is
Bingo,
Right.
Scradrick.
Fuck you guys. Trying to Price is Right me.
Absolutely.
You had a
So
good
Scradrick-
record. We wanted to try to abuse it, and you still kicked our ass.
That's right. So you win the extra $100 that I'm not giving you. But
Well, you know what the problem is? Like, I'm distracted by fucking Discord again because they changed the sound when I mute myself, and it echoes now instead of a crisp. And I don't know how to change it.
I don't know either. Well, yeah. Yeah, so this movie is like pretty universally praised. Like, it's a good movie. And I remember coming out of it being impressed by it, but also like, you know, when you're like 16 and you're like, you know, you got your own car and you're relatively independent and you're like taking college classes, you feel pretty grown up. And then I got hit with this.
Uh-huh.
And I have never felt less mature than I felt after watching this movie in that setting. Yeah. So we're watching it on DVD. And Scradrick, you're gonna have to tell me how to do that.
Yeah,
I'm
so
just a little kid who doesn't know things.
So, find this. Where fine DVDs are sold. This is not a bargain bin movie.
No.
So, find this where fine DVDs are sold. You know, dust off that DVD player or the Blu-ray if you're really cultured.
Mm-hmm.
And get it started. Pause it. Make sure it's at the beginning. We'll give you a 5-second countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And you'll be synced up with us, most likely.
That's right. And this movie is rated R. So we're not going to bleep things. There is nothing that we could say that's going to be more shocking than what's in this movie. I'll just tell you that right now. So if you're watching this and you're under the age of 30, you're not old enough. It's not a porno. I'll give you that.
Prepare yourself.
That's right. That's right. This movie, like, if like seriously though, like, trigger warning. There's like, you know, bad stuff going on. Which I don't want to spoil it so much for you guys, but maybe we'll put on the slide, like, you know, some of the stuff that's in here that, like, if you're sensitive to various difficult things, you may want to, like, use some discretion here.
Trigger
So,
warning.
or maybe I'm remembering it more than it is. It'll be fine.
Trigger
I don't
warning.
really know.
Everything.
Trigger warning, New York in the 70s at night. So yeah. With that, I say we get started. Are you guys ready?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for watching this with me, because I have asked you to do this. And I apologize if it's a lot, but what the hell? Oh, okay, there we go. But I'm ready to start. So we're starting. This is Taxi Driver, and we're starting it together in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Columbia.
A division of Columbia.
Fade out. There we go. Sewer gas.
Mm-hmm.
What? There's a
Oh
taxi
yeah,
in this
taxi.
movie?
Oh, I know, right?
What next? A driver?
Yeah, really.
We should watch that one Tom Cruise movie after this.
Um,
Collateral.
don't know it.
It's about a New York City taxi driver.
Tom Cruise is Robert De Niro.
We should watch Star Pilot after this.
Didn't we watch that already?
No.
Air quotes, no.
Oh, right.
I didn't already edit that.
When is this going up, by the way?
The 31st.
Okay.
Happy
So, like-
January 31st, everybody.
So pretty close to the that's nauseating.
Pretty close to the...
To the I guess that would be the 44th anniversary of the shooting of Reagan. John Hinckley is out on parole, by the way, and he's been making music on YouTube.
It's a hobby.
Yep. Did he have a 5 o'clock shadow in the last shot?
No, it was only 4:49 then.
Hmm. Here, there.
Here, there.
I wonder what those guys are arguing about.
Arguing? I thought they were making love. The New
It's hard to
Yorker
tell
way.
in New York, yeah. Is that a Canada Dry machine? I think it is.
I haven't had Canada Dry for like 25 years.
Really?
Yeah.
You a Verner's man?
No?
You not like ginger ale?
No, he's converted to Canada Wet.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like ginger ale, but
Just can't abide Canada after what they did.
so like no, like they used to have the carbonated like sparkling water.
Mm-hmm.
And I just haven't had any of that for like 20 years.
I thought there was not. Make up a better excuse. Why can't you drink Canada Dry?
Why can't I drink Canada Dry?
Yeah.
because of the incident.
Oh, that's
They know what they did.
That's okay. I was going to use I'm allergic to moose.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Return of the Dragon.
Return of the Chainsaw, the Texas Massacre.
Fascination. Most people mount cameras on cars and then point them away from the car. I guess the 70s were different.
Sure. Someday, Rudolph Giuliani will clean up Times Square.
That's right.
The only good thing he might have done.
I don't know if he did it or not.
He was involved.
As far as I remember, the only thing Rudolph Giuliani contributed to anything in the world was happening to have been mayor during 9/11. And therefore everybody was like, we love Rudy Giuliani, who's mayor, because it's 9/11 and we like public officials right now.
He was
But I
on
don't remember
Saturday
anything
Night
else.
Live, and he had a pretty good sketch where he was a taxi driver,
Oh, okay.
and he had to play a recording to tell people to fasten their seatbelts, and everyone was complaining about it, and he was just like, "Fucking Giuliani." And that's the entire thing I remember from that episode. Which the last piece of the bit was a James Earl Jones recording came on and told him to fasten their seatbelt, and the people didn't complain and did it right away. And he's like, "It's the only one that works."
That's kind of funny. Oh yeah, it's the 70s. You got to do pills.
Stop coming in the back seat, man.
I distinctly remember that line from being 16 and 10 minutes movie. It's
And then his hands get stuck in his coat pockets.
yeah. What do you suppose is in the bottle?
I don't know, but when you're going to a strip club at like 8 a.m.
Yeah, all right, you talked me into it. Oh man, I feel like a nut.
I would not feel like a nut during this movie.
Yeah, I'd gill over the seat anyway. Arsena Clark.
Oh, he didn't buy the glasses that fix the view.
I don't know that, going there after work is going to help you sleep. Like, She is Sybil Shepherd.
Kind of knew when she was going to show up because the camera stopped shaking.
Yeah.
Vote for Plant? Oh, okay.
Vote for Palpatine.
vote for Palpatine, right?
And remember, these campaign buttons are people too, and they can vote, so make sure you care for them.
Yes. We use them as ID at the polls. Except it's the 70s and nobody cares about that.
Yeah, Palpatine, we are people.
Yes.
We are the people. Don't forget.
Good eyes.
Mm-hmm. Staring at us.
Oh, never mind if he's just sitting there like that, but
Yeah. Hi. Nobody tells Robert De Niro when to leave. Except for some goober with a...
that wasn't weird at all.
This isn't how you win my vote, Palpatine.
Look, if you
I'm
want my
just
vote, you have to let me sit outside your office and stare at you.
I was just trying to figure out where to put my donation.
No. See, like, him casually driving a car that old around is kind of, like, foreign to me, because it's like, oh shit, you know, like, that just was a normal freaking car for him.
Yeah.
And then I think about some of the cars we had when we were younger that, like, a younger person would be like, what the fuck, how were you driving that thing, you know?
Well, not only just a car, but, like, it was, robust enough and also, common and nobody gave a shit about enough to be a taxi. Like,
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yes, that definitely happened for sure.
And that man's name was Albert Einstein.
Yes.
And everyone stood up and clapped.
And now I'm the president.
That's how I
Well,
grew my
if you're the president, then aren't you about to get shot? Oh wait, this was 76, not 81.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be like 5 years. Also, we haven't met Jodie Foster yet.
Oh.
Yep. No, he's a part of the King Kong company.
Someone has to be.
You know what I'm noticing now that I have an eye for it is like the cinematography and the camera work is like really weird in this movie.
Yeah.
But it's Scorsese, so he's weird. But
Yeah.
plop, fizz, oh, what quaaludes they are.
I just thought that was a salt shaker. I was like,
Gotta salt your water.
the brain static. Ooh, something
Well, that's
black
the
came
pepper
out
that
of there.
was in there, yeah.
Here's a gun. I got you
Here.
one. Oh.
What the fuck? Is that just
Fuck.
crack or what? I mean, you have to assume that any gritty 70s movies, like, everything is drugs.
Everything is drugs.
Oh, no. Oh, I
Oh,
spilled.
You want to see something cool? You want to see man eat its own head?
You want to see me shoot lightning out of my fingertips?
I do.
The boss told me how. Well, good thing they left that in the movie.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, yeah, but if his fingers were blown off, then they wouldn't be in the way. So you'd have a little bit of extra dexterity. So there's only one way to test that. Here, give me your fingers.
Yeah, really. Well, time to go fuck this up again. Wearing my best corduroy blazer over my worst button down.
Oh, hey, it's that guy that's been staring at us for, like,
Yeah, he seems like a person. He wants to kill everybody.
I kind of want to have some coffee and pie.
Does sound pretty good. Yeah, I know what that's like.
There's only one thing that cures non-happiness, and that's coffee and pie, which is technically two things.
They are like pretty good options, you know.
What if it was
If
a
you're gonna,
coffee
if you're,
pie?
that sounds really good. I really like coffee cake. Could totally go for a coffee cake.
But we got a pie.
Yeah.
I'll be sitting outside waiting, staring intently, eating a hot dog slowly, not chewing.
Oh, you're Travis too? Awesome. We have the same name.
Charles Palpatine.
He's just gonna pace outside until 4 p.m.
He's got a lot of joints to smoke.
Oh, weird.
I've heard of people putting cheese on pie. And I've heard of people, like, you know, filleting their own forearm hair off with a steak knife.
Yeah, I like that. The sliced cheese on apple pie is a thing.
Yeah. Now the sign is a joke, see? You ever had negative chemistry with someone?
Most people I've encountered.
And nothing else. I do remember as a 16-year-old feeling a lot better about, like, even I was better at talking to women at 16 than this idiot.
This soldier or this former Marine with PTSD and horrible insomnia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remind you, I was 16.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like if Sam Raimi had made Spider-Man in 1978, this would have been Peter Parker.
I can see that. I'm still not convinced it isn't.
So
I mean, there may be a twist.
He was Tobey Maguire the entire time.
He does
Maybe
kind of look
Jodie
like
Foster
Tobey
is.
Maguire.
He kind of does. Maybe Jodie Foster is Spider-Man.
Well, that's
Wouldn't be the weirdest one.
Wouldn't she be what it's Madam Web or whatever?
I don't know.
Or Spider-Woman. The much easier one to go to from Spider-Man.
I don't think Spider-Woman's easy.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, Madam Web is a movie.
Rain Man.
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire, that boy that's not even 1 year old yet. I just looked at when they were born, when he was born. You remind me of this infant I saw the other day.
Yeah.
Santa Monica, California.
Wait, is Tobey Maguire older than me?
Mm-hmm.
God.
Tobey Maguire was born June 27th, 1975.
Whatever artist it was, he went and bought the record.
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire, Sounds of Crying. It was his best film. He had to remaster it in 2023. He just kept crying into the microphone again.
Catchy dance number, though.
Yeah.
Laid on his back and kicked his feet arrhythmically.
Yeah.
And then shat himself.
Yeah.
That's basically how I dance. So.
Lay down on your back, thrash your feet, shit yourself.
Pretty much. I had a moment of thinking that he was talking on a cell phone.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The guy beside him's like preempting the 80s.
Give us free reign to drive over people in the streets.
Yep.
And use nukes.
Damn straight.
Yeah, I mean, you remember the reign of President Palpatine
Absolutely.
from before we were alive.
This would have been the 4 years.
That's basically Palpatine.
Stupid Palpatine.
And now we've met Jodie Foster.
Well, we met Jodie Foster.
Man, I wish people wore like colorful suits again.
I wish
Be the
everywhere I
chick you
drove there
wanna
was
be.
smooth saxophone playing in the background.
That you could make that happen. You have like a, stereo in your car.
Bold assumption of you.
Fuck cars. We hate vehicle transit.
Do you need a um some like hour-long recording of smooth saxophone?
No, I need an actual saxophone player to chase me around as I'm driving.
We could also arrange that for you.
I mean, my crazy saxophone playing friend lives
It's been known to jump into the street and chase cars.
he
I would not be
lives about
surprised.
like 5 minutes from you.
If we're talking about the same guy, I would be more surprised to hear he hasn't done that. See, a red corduroy blazer with like a purple shirt, like that's a good look, you know?
I mean,
It's hinting that he's going to be Spider-Man in the next film.
I think he might be.
I kind of really want to see how long you would last in a car with a saxophonist playing in the back seat.
Man, I don't last 1 minute in a car if somebody else is in it.
Oh man, that's max headroom.
It's King Koopa.
It's Krupa, isn't it?
Yeah. That's not a chick web song.
Oh no.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
First date movie?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not weird.
good.
You're weird.
So this is just like a train wreck for her that she can't like just walk away from. She's just like, I have to see how this plays out. What?
I watched this at school.
Yeah.
Wow.
When I was 16.
Yeah.
Awesome. She's like, nope, nope, can't do this. Well, how about next time you pick the movie?
Yeah, really. Like, I keep asking for things you like, and you're like, I feel really wrong right now.
Oh. Blowing up your phone. It's fine.
Yeah, he's not weird. You're weird.
These are not mutually exclusive events.
True. I mean, John Hinckley reportedly went to the theater to see this movie 15 times before deciding to go and shoot President Reagan.
Well, I mean,
It's not record-setting.
No.
I really wish that Lord of the Rings had caused more people to try to shoot the president.
Which one?
yes.
I don't know if you're asking which Lord of the Rings or which president, but I think Squadron
go with
had the right answer.
Let's just watch the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's not comment.
let's not talk about that anymore.
I think Vomit. I'm singularly impressed that you've managed to say something that made me more uncomfortable than the movie we're watching has made me uncomfortable.
I knew I should have used Titanic instead of Lord of the Rings.
That does pin it down a little better.
Oh. Man, I feel like death.
At some point in time, for some reason, I picked up a pair of pliers and I'm just holding it in my hand.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's definitely her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like liquor, bitch couldn't hold her porno, you know?
That's the director, Martin Scorsese, by the way.
Yeah.
Like the original actor for the scene refused to do it or something. I can't remember. Could look it up. Oh yeah, that's right. Hard Ends.
Okay.
It's the 70s. Oh no, it was the original actor had like a head injury on set or something. That's why he had to do it. Mm.
16 when you saw this.
16 years old at school.
If you have a 44 Magnum and you're in the backseat of my car, I will think whatever you want me to think.
Exactly.
What?
See, you could have left out that first part and just said, behave yourselves in my fucking cab. Like,
Mm-hmm. Oh, the 70s.
Oh, the 70s.
Well, that hasn't changed. Zzz.
Dude, I want to drive over civilians, like just thinking about first and third and all the other bases.
put some armor plating on my cab. Call it the kill cab.
I mean, I'll workshop it. Needs a little work, but
Kill cabs
Thinking of calling it bull.
sometimes I look at a gerbil and I'm like, what if?
Cue the music. What if?
What kind of music do you want playing?
The what if music.
Yeah.
Yeah, the third season is airing when we're recording this. 1 episode a day again.
I never watched season 2 yet, so.
Well, if you wait 2 days, you can marathon the end of it.
Ooh. Michelob, friend. Helping me get through this.
I thought about, doing something, but kind of fucked.
Not in the good way.
I mean, you got that right.
You're one of the good ones.
Yeah. You listen to me make up bullshit about what happens in my cab all the time. That must mean you're okay.
Kind of like the people that actually watching us watching movies. You guys are okay.
Yeah. You'll be fine.
But the other 196 of you that only come here to watch Draco Funk play KSP.
Yeah, you're the ones with the problem. We're normal.
I mean, statistically, they'll probably be alright.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
I like how I implied that the only ones who watch these is us.
It's gonna...
Is that like, did you just like...
Is that a potato?
It's like bread.
Yeah.
He's putting sugar on his bread. Okay.
And like rum and sugar.
Rum
I
and
wasn't
sugar
sure if
and
it was
bread.
rum or molasses, but it's just as funny either way.
I mean,
Maybe
what
it's
is rum?
bourbon.
But
Maybe it's like bourbon, whiskey.
that could be.
Whiskey, sugar, and bread. Breakfast of champions.
It's like DIY Birrios.
Palpatine for president.
Where's a great...
Unlimited power.
If I had to pick one place that you should definitely go, it's this place. It's too bad New York is so small and he has to go past this corner all the time.
So the saxophonist like live in his trunk?
Hello again, Jodie Foster. Wait a minute. I've got your $20.
You ever run into the people that are just randomly shouting on the street for no reason?
Yeah.
Yes. It's not pleasant.
No. I legit, I wanted to, go look at this gazebo.
Uh-huh.
Moderately downtown. I drive past it a lot, but I was on foot this day for reasons. Without, a set time to be anywhere. And I was like, I'm just gonna go look at this gazebo. I've been wanting to go there. And there was this guy there walking back and forth, and I couldn't tell if he was rehearsing for a part or screaming at one of the apartments nearby. And he's either
Could be both.
really good or really bad, depending on which one the answer is. If I found out he was practicing, I'd have been like, yeah, I'd pay to see his show. He had me convinced that he was just a crazy guy screaming on the street.
I mean,
So I didn't get to see the gazebo.
The difference between a crazy guy screaming on the street and a good show is whether or not you paid for the privilege to see it.
Well, I mean, as I started to walk away, not walk away, because I didn't turn around, I just kept going. He left the gazebo and started going in the same direction as me. And it stopped being oh, impressive to I'm gonna be walking faster and have my cell phone on hand. I still haven't been to that gazebo. Now I can't pass the gazebo without being afraid that some guy is gonna scream at me or try to make normal social contact.
And, you find yourself wondering which one would be worse in the end.
I know how to deal with screaming.
True.
These are the worst violins I've ever seen.
Mm.
Should I go grab an emotional support gun?
Phew.
Will it kill this box truck?
Or that child that's laughing?
Yeah.
To about 5 yards.
Yeah.
$25. And that's why everybody calls magazines clips.
How many of these guns can I fit in my pants?
That was the scene where he says, I'll take it. All of it.
Cadillac full of crystal meth.
Cadillac made of crystal meth.
I'm out, guns behind the headlights. I'm gonna go piss while he works out. Be right back.
Oh, he's only halfway there. You have to do 100 of each.
Yeah.
Although he does kind of have that physique.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not. My wife's in the bathroom.
Oh.
You ever go to a porno theater and just imagine shooting everyone on the screen?
Oh, I thought he was
No.
just giving the finger gun. Like, yeah, you get it there, dude.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys,
Yeah.
I've never been to a porno theater.
Me neither. Let's
I don't
not
think-
make that a group trip.
I don't know if they're still a thing.
Well, who's brave enough to Google?
Well, we have to go to, like, another country, probably.
Oh, I was just thinking Myrtle Beach.
That would be one place to look for them. There used to be one downtown where I live, except it was like a gay porn theater.
Nice.
But I've also not been to that one. It was attached to the gay porn store. The last time I was by there, it was just the gay porn store and not the gay porn store in theater anymore.
I would love the title of a gay porn store called Not the Gay Porn Store in Theater Anymore.
Taking apart my cabinets, building a gun out of them.
My apartment is made of guns. I've eaten 68 guns for breakfast. For lunch, I'm thinking about a rifle. Maybe an old-fashioned sword.
I don't know. The connotation of eating a gun is,
The sword is fine, but
You know what's interesting is I remember this movie happening in a different order.
Oh, so he's taking the lead soft points and cross-hatching them. That way they, expand more.
Ah.
That's not good.
Yeah, he's only heavily armed right now.
Slightly. See, if you want to get the job done right, though, you get a rifle and then you go on the roof of some place and don't have a proper optic on it. And then you aim at a politician that talks like a fucking Muppet and he moves his head at just the wrong time. And then you doom the country to, his rule for another 4 years.
I mean,
like a failure.
Yeah. I mean, it could be argued that Hinckley gave us like 7 more years. 8, basically.
Oh. Didn't Hinckley use a 22?
I had the Wikipedia article pulled up. Let's find out.
That man does not look secret or service.
Let's see. Let's see. As Mike Putzel of the Associated Press shouted, "Mr. President," Hinckley assumed a crouch position and rapidly fired a Rome RG-1422 LR Blue Steel revolver 6 times in 1.7 seconds, missing the president with all 6 shots. Let's see.
Yep. John Hinckley was using a 22 loaded with 6 Devastator brand cartridges, except they're 22s, so...
Yeah.
And they're 1981 22s, so...
Right.
Even the 25 that, you know, De Niro's character bought in this movie that I was kind of making fun of would be slightly more powerful than the 22. Which I think is the gun he mounted on his arm slide thing.
I got up during that time, but... Alright, bathroom's open. Be right back. I love how you can clearly see, like, you know, the lumpy guns under his coat. Like, I'm totally normal. Nothing weird here. I'm definitely not 3 children in a trench coat full of guns.
Yeah, he's in New
And
York. They're
3
like,
trench
"This
coats
man
full of
homeless."
guns.
Yeah, right.
Ah, yes, hell Jesus.
Huh?
Yep,
You
that's
wanna
the
go?
25 he mounted on that.
You want a piece of spaghetti?
See, what would be more effective would be for him to have the 38 Special snub nose in his pocket and just
Shoot through the pocket.
shoot it from his pocket.
Yeah.
Because that 25 is not going to do much. I mean, it's still bad, but, you know...
I mean, getting shot is worse than not getting shot, just in general.
Yeah, but, like, having to do this elaborate, like... I mean... Like, that's still a telegraphing motion where it's just like, have your hands in your pockets. And then all of a sudden the hole appears in your pocket, and they have a hole in them also.
Right. Listen, you fuckers.
Listen, you fuckers. I like this movie. I don't care what.
The Fister. Oh.
Captain Guns a Lot.
Still workshopping it.
Vigilant Travis. That one's actually kind of good shit. Now we need 45 more of those. And John Belushi. Got any
You want to
guns?
see this cool thing I did? You know?
Well, that was weirdly casual.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, he won't die instantly, you know.
I don't have security cameras. Just run. It'll be fine. He slipped and shot himself and reloaded his own gun. And it's totally the same kind of bullet. It's fine. I
mean,
he's just going to obscure the bullet hole with other trauma.
I guess.
It's fine.
I hate TV. It's an incredibly good sound for a TV of that vintage.
The saxophone player's behind him doing the whole orchestra now. That man
Somebody
singing
lost
is
their
an
shoes.
orchestra.
Thought that was going to be a bomb for a second.
Like, I wonder what those shoes would feel like stepping all over me.
I wish I was taller.
Don't
Should
shoot
get
your
platforms.
TVs.
Man,
Yeah.
since We the People has been appropriated, I just get triggered whenever I hear it, and it was kind of painful to even say it.
I know, right? I'm also 6'1" now. Well, got news for you. Really is his emotional support gun.
I've known
Is he
some
just
people.
eating mayonnaise? Is that just a jar of fucking mayonnaise?
Don't fuck the mayonnaise. Palpatine for president.
That's a t-shirt slogan.
Still hate TV so much.
That's the most dangerous kind of married.
One of these days, he's going to get organized.
Huh.
If only this tragedy could have been prevented.
Why do we keep watching movies where people like break their TVs?
I know, right?
They just like spending money.
I have to sell one of his guns to buy a TV.
He's already lost a gun because he shot somebody with it.
Yeah, single-use gun. Oh, hi, Jodie Foster. How's 6th grade going? Learning long division yet?
I'd like to long divide in some numbers.
You want to play some football?
Yeah.
He does look like a young
Tommy Wiseau.
yeah.
He really does. A taxi.
Oh.
Catch you later, cop. I'm hip. I understand the youths.
Oh, he's trying to understand the youths.
He's trying to understand a specific youth, yes.
Like, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to kill you or not right now.
So, okay. I would ask what you're supposed to do if you don't pay the money, but I don't really need to know how this works, like, honestly.
Well, if you use PayPal, it's a discount.
Oh.
My real name is Edward Bonneview.
Yeah, no, you're just a kid. Like,
I don't know if it's better or worse knowing now that a lesbian. Like, she's probably never met a kind man in her life, so probably not. Can you really?
Yeah, all she has to do is tip over that table and the whole place will be down.
That's a good point, actually.
And if I properly groom you, will you grow up to be Sybil Shepherd?
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, it was a bit of a.
I mean, that's a logical conclusion to draw from everything we know about everybody in this movie.
They're all awful people.
Uh-oh.
How did you come? Oh, God.
I mean, women, yes.
You're going to wind up with some sort of weird disease. Could even get a parasite.
Is that grape jelly and salt? Is that what that is? I mean,
Ugh.
I'm a veteran.
Yeah.
I keep dropping the same bottle. This
Yeah, 12-year-old girl. The fucking morality of the world rests on your shoulders. It's your responsibility.
There's a guy named Bernie up there. He'll help me out.
Yeah. I go to movie theaters and watch other people at those places.
Got a stinger on my ass, if that's what you mean.
vomit. Do you have a stinger on your ass?
Don't look. And full of narcotics, if that's what you mean.
Yes.
Fair point. It's the most sense he's made so far. It has gotten worse. It has gotten worse. It's continuing to get worse. This is worse than the last scene. This is a problem.
No.
Oh, yeah, this is the problem.
Well, I mean, it is like the...
It is.
It is the core of the problem. If you had to pick one particular singular thing that was the problem, this would be a good choice.
I don't know who's making me pick one thing that is a problem in this situation, but I think they're the problem.
You know, I've never noticed there's like a
situation-
lighter, like right here. Why the fuck do I have a lighter?
Burn your eyes out.
Does it work? It does.
There goes my eyes.
What's it say
Oh,
on
good.
it?
He's got a coke nail.
Yep. Would you expect anything less?
I have a lighter that says bone collector on it.
Did you get it in the bone zone?
Is it made out of bones?
Why is this scene so long?
That's a good question.
Is it to make us uncomfortable?
Yes.
I'm sure it is, yeah.
Most of this movie is to make you uncomfortable.
Yeah! Oh, I thought... Oh. I got my hopes up.
Sealing wax?
You polish.
Oh, okay.
Why are we burning everything?
He's testing the fire alarm system in his building, and it failed! He is very
Yeah.
disappointed.
I'm gonna make
Homemade
vomit
incense.
cough.
Well, that's a low bar today.
If that bursts into flames, I'm going to laugh so hard.
If he knew how to sharpen his knife, that would have cut better.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
What if he had, like, scissors?
Here, Iris, here's $400. Like, have fun.
Lord Palpatine.
Vote for Palpatine.
Unlimited power.
We've been saying Palpatine so much, I thought they mispronounced his name.
So did I, yeah. It is pretty, like he's doing all of his campaigning in New York. Like, that's kind of weird.
Not suspicious at all.
I had a gun in my mohawk.
Yeah.
If I raise my eyebrows, I shoot myself in the forehead, and I can only do that 4 times before it hurts.
Maybe that's how he tested to see if his knife was sharp enough. Many of us will have to make sacrifices. Most of your money and some of your lives.
That's a risk I'm worth.
That's a risk I'm willing to take. Yes.
Yeah.
Thought he said that's a risk I'm worth, which is even better.
I did, but I like.
Yeah.
He didn't even do his mohawk straight.
I mean, that's
It's like
pretty good if he was doing it like with a mirror or something, or just by feel.
Yeah, and with a knife.
Yeah. Especially the way he sharpened it. Yeah.
Looks like a squirrel died on his head.
Like, watch
It's a
out,
secret
suspicious
squirrel.
Mohawk person's walking towards him. Then again, they do have the NYPD there, and, you know, they're like, oh, it's Jerry, he's off duty today.
Yeah.
Gun!
Whew, that was a rush. Better take some more of the pills. It's the 70s. Wash them down with beer.
Can't do big overt movements like that. Like I said, 38 snub nose in the pocket.
Leonard Nimoy?
Ugh.
Like to see Leonard Nimoy play that far off typecasting. The only villain I can think of him playing is Galvatron.
I am Galvatron. The most logical of the Decepticons.
Or the, 9/11 paranoia. Which to me is a villain.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
There you go.
See, nobody cares.
Yeah, I'm bored. Gonna go in here.
All right, time to go inside.
Yep.
Kill this dude. Oh.
No.
Wow. Oh. That's not good.
I got 17 bullets with my name on them. Took me a long time to write that. Then I realized that would be very incriminating. I've made a mistake.
No,
I don't think you will.
see that the crazy thing is like chasing somebody who's already shot you a couple times
Mm-hmm.
while you're unarmed. Oh. No.
Oh.
I got one hand left.
He's like,
got
in some
one.
weird way, I'm still concerned for her welfare. I don't know. Like,
I got
I'll
nothing left to live
palm your
for.
face.
he's my grandpa. Oh. Oh, God.
Got any guns left?
He's got that knife.
Yeah.
So, you want to get breakfast tomorrow?
Yeah. About 1 o'clock.
I could do a porno movie.
God.
No, she's not old enough to get in.
Oh man, that guy has the slowest finger bullets.
I mean, that's pretty good for having a hole in the side of his neck. Like,
True.
all right, Jodie Foster, you're not out of the woods yet. There's 3 cops there. Don't make any sudden movements. You could still get shot a whole lot.
Yeah, really.
Man, when the weird drummer guy shows up next to the saxophone guy, it's just not comfortable anymore. Who invited the drummer?
Probably a sport. He's fucking around with stuff.
Had to have lifts in his shoes. Is that Harvey Keitel?
Yep.
Okay. It's like I was trying to remember his name. Like I was like, I know him from somewhere. Like,
Yep, he's in this.
okay.
Where's the taxi?
The company has it. Like he couldn't get it that night.
No, he drove it there. Remember?
Oh,
Because he double parked it.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
The taxi
company
definitely
even got it.
Yeah.
It got towed while he was in there.
Dispatch knew exactly where he was. They're really efficient.
Right.
Yeah, I just admire old Chryslers. Like they had pretty good eye for design back then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Such a far drive.
I mean, I wouldn't imagine she was a particularly rich 12-year-old.
Well, that's true, but
Palpatine lost.
Oh, not again.
yeah, we just gotta wait for the next movie, and then somehow Palpatine returned.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
Never mind.
want to go to a movie?
Oh,
I can't look down anymore.
Yeah. Hair grew back fast.
It pumped me full of a lot of chemicals to get me out of that coma.
Stiff in all the right places, if you know what I mean.
I actually have some of my body parts replaced with rhinoceros parts.
Well, now you know where I live, which is a really safe idea.
Yeah. So there's been a couple times in this movie when he's driving, he does a motion on the column that would be like putting the car in park. Then he drives off. So I'm wondering if it's 3-speed on the column.
I was thinking it probably is, yeah.
Well, that movie happened.
Yeah, it did. I feel less disturbed, but also more confused than the first time I saw it.
Well, you need to watch it 14 more times to truly get it.
Oh.
Which I refuse to do.
Yeah, I don't know that I'll see this movie again.
I mean, see how you feel in like another 25 years. You know?
Right, exactly.
I'm gonna burn my VHS of this. I'll be right back.
Yeah. You should burn it with a bunch of like dried up roses.
Yeah, and 78 candles that I keep lit all the time.
Yes.
And I can probably give you some porno VHSs to throw in there too, you know?
Yeah.
Whoa. That's not good out of hand here. I don't have good air circulation in here.
Yeah, you don't want to be breathing in ghost semen, like, you know?
Ghost semen?
What do you think they make those VHS tapes out of pornos? Or for pornos out of? Compressed
I mean, did I ever tell you the story of that? Like, specifically
No.
Draco Funk, I guess,
No.
would be the one that wouldn't have known. I used to work at a video store that went out of business, like, towards the end of me working there anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, the porn room, like, my dad and another dude bought out the rest of the tapes, so dad had, like, 50 old VHS porn. I can still find some every now and then as I'm going through shit. But he was like paying for shit, like trading pornos for like a haircut. I got him in the trunk of his car. It was awful.
Oh God.
My dad was a singular man.
He there. Yeah. I've never met
Truly-
anybody quite
truly
like
a
him.
man of all time.
When did this movie come out? February 8th,
1976.
1976.
That is correct. Yeah.
Yeah, if I could read Roman numerals, I would be on top of that.
Absolutely. Oh, Bernard Herrmann.
Oh.
May he rest in peace, I guess.
Scrodrick. Out of
My
10.
rating, 8 out of 10. I think it still held up. It was a little slow, a little weird, but I like weird. I actually feel like the movie needed to be longer to explain a few more things.
I kind of do too, yeah.
Like the whole Jodie Foster plot, like if they would have built on that, like a little bit more.
Yeah, like I feel like they gave us enough about her to get used to her being there, but not enough to get to know the character. Really.
Like,
I mean,
I think that adds to the effect of the movie, actually.
well, how unhinged she is to sacrifice, like, for a brief
Yeah,
meeting,
he's-
sure, but
yeah.
That's fixation.
yeah. So I don't know. But no, I still feel like it could have been longer, which is weird, but also, you know, good product of its time. Like, movies from the mid 70s, you really don't have a lot of them that are still relevant. There's only a few big ones, you know.
yeah. Well, I think it really, I mean, one of the sort of overarching themes in pop culture in the 70s is that New York was a real shithole at the time. And, you know, like,
I mean,
and media did a lot to like raise public awareness of that in ways that were effective, you know, like the city got cleaned up in the 80s and 90s, you know, a lot. Not to overstate the case, but like New York today is not recognizable compared to then, you know. So yeah, like in that sense, it's like it's kind of a period piece, but like we're all culturally aware of the evolution just by being like Americans, you know, because frankly, the culture of New York City is the culture of America, like it really is. So yeah.
What about you,
I'd really
Vomit?
like to see some shot for shot comparisons of some of the locations today.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Anyhow, sorry.
Yeah. I it's hard to rate this one. Like I don't have that shell shock, like, you know, like feeling like I have been corrupted like I did when I was literally a child watching this because my teacher made me. um
I mean, modern media exposure made the end of that less shocking than it would have been when I was that age.
yeah. Yeah, and I do remember, like, I very clearly remember thinking that the ending was like excessively gory,
Uh-huh.
but not so much just having watched it. I don't know. I think I'm at a 7.9. I think is where I'm at. I don't think I'm quite an 8. I think, like you said, there's some unanswered questions, and I think the pacing was. I mean, it's a noir film, right? Like it's, you know, very much in that you know, style, but it still was a little slow, and like you said, at that pace, it needed to have more in it and be longer.
Yeah,
You know,
it's a slow film, but it needed to be longer, and that's what's weird.
yeah. So just for like a little bit of like polish and fit and finish sort of things in that sense, like it's not quite an 8 for me, but you know, it still made me like think and reflect on a lot of things and made an impact. So it was good, but I think it could have been better. So 7.9.
Vomit?
I'm just gonna pass. I slept through too much of it.
Stick out of 10. Got it.
Yeah. Draco Funk.
I can't rate this. And it's because it's just I can't rate it because I haven't digested it yet.
Yeah, it takes some time.
So you'll
And
come back to this out of 10.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think I need about 25 more years.
Okay.
Yeah. So okay, so let me ask one follow-up question before we call it a night though.
Sure.
How much fucking weirder is John Hinckley now that you've seen the movie that made him
I don't see. I don't get it.
like he, and you know, and he's always, he thought because of, like, you know, seeing Travis Bickle like get involved with the politics and all that stuff, he thought that actually going through with killing Ronald Reagan would cause Jodie Foster to fall in love with him. That was the motivation for the shooting.
Yeah.
I don't. You know what? I don't understand that, and that's okay because
Yeah, that's how I feel like. I'm never going to get that.
yeah, and the reason is because I don't think that way, and that's probably a good thing.
And that's a good thing, yeah.
But I can't rate this because I can't. I just this was too much to digest,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like The Extra Man.
Yeah. Which I think is a much easier film to than this.
It is.
But it does have that what the fuck's going on vibe.
I mean, if I had to give this a rating, I would rate it as apple pie with a slice of sharp cheddar.
In an awkward
Weird.
conversation. Yeah.
I really want to try this.
I mean,
Nobody's stopping you, man.
probably most restaurants that have apple pie would also have a slice of cheddar cheese somewhere.
Probably. Well, thank you guys for
to bed, everybody.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching that with me.
Yeah.
I would not have wanted to do that alone.
So join us when we watch the movie that scarred me when I was too young to watch it, Scarface, sometime when we get around to it.
Yeah. Whenever. Yeah, I'm down. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.